Hello everyone, and welcome back to the adventures of Arthur Shepard. Alright, last we left off, we had just handled all of the trouble at Pharos, freed the colonists from the control of the Thorian. And that was the last of the Theseus cluster that we had to look at. We already looked at the Hercules cluster. Okay. Now let's see. The way we've explored the galaxy thus far, other than the Citadel of course, was to kind of move in a Z configuration. We already handled the business back at the local cluster where Earth is situated. And we've kind of seesawed back and forth, going this way, and then back this... No, I think it was actually this way, and then over here. Because I believe we already went to the Maroon Sea. And the next stop was the Voyager cluster, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe it was supposed to go here, and then across this way, and then finally up to the Century Omega where Vermeer is. Okay. So with that in mind, the next system we're going to be taking a look at is the Voyager cluster, which appears to possess only one system to look at, the Amazon system. So let's head in that direction. Goodbye, Pharos. Alright. Appears to be a system of considerable size. Let's take a quick look at the planets here. Tremar. Standard hydrogen helium gas giant. Nothing particularly remarkable there. Alright. Sibin. Small rock and ice planet. Extremely thin atmosphere. Hydrogen sulfide and ethane. Nothing of significance there. Alright. Sundma. Second of the Amazon system's arid super-terrestrial worlds, considered less dense than its neighbor. Atmosphere of carbon dioxide. Alright, nothing notable here. Dernuka, enormous terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth. However, the planet's gravity well is deep enough that it is collecting nearly a dozen small satellites, mostly captured asteroids. But there doesn't seem to be anything there worth examining. How about Ajibinium? Small terrestrial world in the extremely thin atmosphere. Red giant Amazon is a long-period variable star, currently at the nadir of a 16-year cycle. Mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with fine silicate dust. Alright. Well, this is a planet we can land on. Apparently it is of interest. So let's do so. Here we are. Etribrium in the Voyager cluster. Let's see what secrets this planet contains. Now we have to decide who to bring with us. Williams is always someone Arthur likes to have at his side. Although he has to get used to calling her Ashley. Considering how hostile this planet's atmosphere is, maybe an accomplished warrior like Erdnot Rex might be an advisable choice. Just double check something. Yep, good. Here we are in this hellscape of a planet. We are very close to that star. Alright, it looks like there's quite a bit to investigate here. Alliance homing beacon. Wait a minute. Alright, so I'm going to drive over in this direction and examine something. I will be right back. Okay then, well don't we feel slightly silly. This is actually the same planet that we had arrived at earlier because of the emergency distress call in order to handle the criminal group that was here actually trying to eliminate Shepard with a rogue nuclear bomb. And so, we don't really need to be here. It's a good case of a solar system being so large, sometimes taxes the memory of the commander as to where exactly he has been thus far. So I think we've handled everything there is to see in the system, actually, in the Voyager cluster. Which leaves me a touch confused. Because if we handled this and we kept sweeping across in this direction, perhaps it was that we were actually coming across this way. Meaning we started at the farthest out system, went back here, through here, around like this way, and then we're coming up on the Maroon Sea. And then we were going to sweep across these systems before finally going to Vermeer. It's quite possible that is how it was intended, so let's instead then travel to the Maroon Sea. And there are actually, well, 3 different systems to explore here. Let's start with the outermost one, Matano. And here we are. Sizable system with 2 layers of asteroid fields, it looks like. Let's go to Supé. Composition of an ice dwarf planet. Let's do a quick surveying. Light metal surveyed. It's a large deposit of magnesium. That's good. Alright, let's see. Next planet would be Alapa. Hydrogen helium gas planet. Nothing remarkable here. Let's be efficient about this. We'll go to Apo. Craggy world of igneous and basaltic mountains. Nothing of note. Let's check out Chaska. Oh, okay. Large but low density world. Fundamentally similar to other planets nearby. Alright, so let's look at Inti then, because we can land on the other planet. No, nothing remarkable here. Alright, so we are going to land on Chaska and take a look around. See what is of note around here. The Normandy must be made of tough stuff. Alright, since this world seems a bit more hospitable, let's take Garrus along instead. Much more pleasant looking than the last planet we were on. Alright, let's take a look at our map. There's an anomaly to our south, debris, and civilian structures located off in that direction. Alright, I suppose the first thing we'll investigate is this anomaly to the south, and then we'll head west and take a look at what's over there. So south would be in this direction. Alright, so we'll be there shortly. Alright, we're coming up on the anomaly that was detected in this direction. Looks like it's going to be just on top of this mountain. Come on, Mako. You can do it. Oh, no, that is not the right way. The Mako and its legendary shock absorbers. And apparently its tires that are coated with super glue. Oh, we can see it, but can we get up there? Oh, almost there we go. Alright, let's investigate this strange structure. That's curious. Doesn't seem to be anyone here. This is certainly worth stepping outside the Mako in order to investigate. Oh, well, we might as well do a few simple repairs on the thing, considering the damage that has been done to it recently. No, we do not want to return to the Normandy, actually. Ooh, that is something that we might have forgotten to do. Is, yeah, do the necessary upgrades for our troopers. Alright. Let's make her better with assault rifles, which she commonly uses, and I guess basic proficiency with sniper rifles is probably something that would be worthwhile for her. Arthur is fully upgraded. Garrus. Decryption. To open secure objects. Yeah, we definitely want to improve that. It's always handy to have someone with that skill with us. And we can increase his assault training a bit. Alright, very good. Now let's see if we can remember how to actually get out of our vehicle. There we are. Okay, there appears to be a technician kit here, along with, oh, some interesting upgrades for armor. Medical kit with Omnigel, and a secure crate. Let's do a manual override. We've been getting better at this. Indeed. Alright, let's take these supplies and we'll examine them later. It's curious, though, what might be in these storage containers. Prothean data disk discovered. Several small Prothean artifacts in the crate, including an intact Prothean data disk. It appears to be in excellent condition. Well, that's a fantastic find. Let's continue searching these containers. There we are. And various supplies. Excellent. Now, what could be going on? This must just be a old Prothean pyramid. Quite a sight here on this landscape. Interesting, metallic black top. The light's knocked down and no one seems to be here. Makes me wonder what exactly happened. Suppose we should examine this debris and then the civilian structures over this way. I mean, it seems fairly obvious that there's some kind of research being done here. Who knows what actually went wrong? We didn't find any remains. It's possible the site was just simply abandoned. But for what reason, though? And for all the grand landscapes around here, this section of the planet seems fairly sparse. Well, that's the Mako for you. Nearly no vegetation. Other than this ever-present grass, which leads me to think that we're at fairly high altitudes. Luckily, the debris field is nearby. We can examine what's going on over here before visiting those civilian structures, which are yardsticks. M35? M26? Oh, what does it really even matter? Okay. Visual sight. These are the civilian structures. Let's look at this crashed probe. Do a quick bypass. Uh-oh. We weren't able to bypass it. We're gonna have to use Omnigel. Alright, cryo rounds, incendiary explosives, and incendiary rounds. Oh, that's definitely worth... Whoa! What's wrong? I just
All
drew...
clear.
They must have spotted something they thought was suspicious. Quite odd. Not detecting any hostiles. It seems to be over this way.
Looks deserted.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Everything here seems deserted. What are these? Husk! Oh, great.
God, the entire colony must have been transformed.
That explains that. Alright. Found this escape pod, the Prothean pyramid. Looks like there are 3 different structures. we'll start by exploring this one, considering there are huts in the area. We're gonna have to go in with extreme force. Maybe find out just how this happened. See if there are any survivors at all. Doesn't look like it. Alright.
Heads up!
These husks don't seem to be responding to our attack. Very peculiar. Here we go, we got one moving up this way. Garrus, let's have you shoot it down. Oh, they're disrupting our shields again. Alright. Garrus' shields are still strong. Mine are in poor condition.
I've lost shields!
Charging up.
Fall back a bit. They're starting to rush. Have to maintain our distance, and we should be able to handle them. Careful. There we go. Oof. To get these dangerous explosives out of the way. Alright, the area seems to be clear. Let's do a quick search. Let's see what there is to find here. And this should be fairly simple for Garrus to take care of. Excellent, more supplies to examine later. Let nothing go to waste. Is this door sealed? Yes, it appears to be. Point having all this be a hazard. Garrus seems to be slightly hurt. Give him some Metagel. It's not like we're in want for it. And there's a weapon locker over here that we can take advantage of. More supplies. And some Metagel. Excellent. And this door does not appear to be accessible. Doesn't look like there's anything else of note around here, which is something I find particularly strange. Perhaps there's something hidden back there. No, it doesn't appear to be. Well, that would have been an interesting way to approach the situation. I might have to try that another time. Well, this looks to be just a warehouse holding location. We'll clear them out of there. It's time to look at those other two structures. Go to the other civilian structure in this direction first. Wait, what is this that's showing up on our radar? I see something over there. Might be, it's fairly close. We might as well take a quick look at it before we head in the opposite direction. Considering the level of infestation here, it is highly probable that there are no survivors to what happened. The question is, can we see this deposit down in the valley? I do not see it. Of course, the question is going down the other direction. Alright, so we're going to be right back when we actually get there.